I didn't realize I had forgot to start the recording. So, yeah, I already started looking at this. I was looking over here, scanning this example again. I think I probably don't have to do any of this because I'm already have all my own code creating the socket and everything. And then, so I'll use my own accept instead of this. I already have a similar loop here. Um, I doubt there's any difference, but I like the while one better than the for like that. This seems, while one seems a little like more clear that like this is not meant to ever exit because this is always one. Whereas for that is, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Hmm. I wonder how close you could get to just manually implementing a like AI programmer where you weren't doing like machine learning really, but you were just sort of designing it. Anyway, I guess I was thinking about that for that, and this is both just, infinite loop basically concept and two different ways to describe it or code it. Um, so you'd really need like a higher level concepts that then you could just put into any programming language. I don't know. I assume the AI coder stuff eventually would just not have, it wouldn't use a programming language at all. You just directly generate the binary or whatever. So, yeah, so their acceptor thing, I guess, just hides the entire concept of a thing. Oh, so there's some sort of BA. Oh, God, I want to be able to just ignore all this. Where? Okay. So finally, they're calling. So SSL is only used there. So for each client, you have a new SSL. Theory, so they're creating a new SSL thing every connection instead of just holding on to one that you reset. Hmm. Yeah, I want to do something like this. Although, uh, probably do that after these things. I think this would be better down here, right before you're actually going to do it. What if you combine these and reset this is like this? That's probably better. Really just, although, oh yeah, right. Oh, yeah. They're doing, uh, they don't have any sort of, um, thing here. I think there's some sort of, so we're on to this now, since we have our key and everything. See, ugh. Right. So what was I doing? Yeah, so here, this is, these probably should have underscores on them. SSL new. Um, that's another allocation. So that's oh there we go. When a network connection has been created. Wait. Whoops. As a framework. So when a network connection has been created, it can be assigned to an SSL object after the SSL object has been created using SSL new. Yeah, I think we're going to use that. Error, clear the errors. What? Hmm. Created by the server client per established connection. Hmm. So basically, hmm, hmm. So really though, this should just be in reuse request, I think. I think this needs to be saying what I was thinking. I was just thinking that where did it go? I guess I said this that reset this. Requests are all on the same thing. Why am I resetting these here? I think I have just general problems. This code needs to be fixed. These should not change. The only reason I think they are inside there is because, or these are being set again. So I think there should be like reset request, which, or whatever, or reuse request. Is that what it is now? Which is, or it's just old. Because the reuse request was really initially just all about when you are um, cross connections. So that was done prior to the keep alive stuff. So then the keep alive stuff like this, where it'll just handle multiple requests, the same socket or connection that it uh, yeah. But reuse request resets all those things or clears a bunch of stuff, and then we're using keep alive again. Uh, so right, like I put this the other day, I think. Yeah. So this was already happening in reuse request. Perhaps it should be close request as a function. Because you do want to like close this. But also if you, I mean, I think this still is what you want. God, this feels like it's going down a rabbit hole. Um, I think part of wanting the reuse request stuff to be here was because I think reuse request should just be in this branch. No, I guess there's two cases. There is the keep alive reuse on the same for the same client, and then there's reuse between clients as well. So, and doing the reuse after these things means it's intended to clear out or zero out all the memory, so it's not just hanging around. You know, if it's not handling another request immediately, you would have all that information still sticking around in memory, which I don't know, that seemed like something you want. So it's two different things. Hmm. So there should be not reuse up here. Reset request with a client ID. Just sort of like a knit, arguably. And then that would actually call this reset TLS. Which I guess this is like, I should keep reading. So arguably there's something like this happening. Um, let's see what SSL accept is, and then also the set FD. Shake, wait for a TLS. Oh. Oh. I should look at the other thing. I think it's connect the SSL object with the file descriptor. Hmm. Maybe this should actually, I gotta remember to say things. This is sort of what I was thinking. Maybe there should be keep alive request. Whatever for keep alive. And then this would be in request or something. And that would oh, yeah, yes. Yeah, think the weird thing there is that it's just not quite necessary. Well, no, it does. It means you have to do some sort of resetting here regardless. And reuse request was clearing these things. So this does definitely shouldn't be there. Yeah, it's off in the weeds. Stuff that doesn't matter probably right now. Yeah, I gotta figure more out here. Okay. Oh. So they have the inverted stuff there. No explanation. Uh, wait, is that when you, is that supposed to be your server socket? Shit. That what that is? Or does it say automatically created? Uh, Getting distracted. None. So, oh, oops. Um, so this would be if you set the server socket with setfd. Let me just do this. Ugh. Hmm. How did it come up with this code though? So they got listen socket, listen. It's probably not terrible if you have the TLS or SSL or whatever library handle everything. Oh, this is calling regular accept right here though. So it is the client socket, at least this thinks so. For some reason, they're freeing the SSL in a different close client, close listen. I guess this handle request is named a little wrong. Oh, maybe not. Because this is the fork thing that just basically handles the connections. So so maybe the TLS stuff is fine here. So because they just have the SSL here. So SSL accept is just something you have to call. Yeah, okay. But in this other thing, also, is clear error called anywhere in here? Definitely not. So it would need to be called in the loop here. Oh, and they are using while one. So I gotta appreciate that. So do the SSL new all the time. Okay, we can bang this out. I don't know why we're fucking around here. You accept what do we already have, and then you get your client socket. Better. Whatever. Client accept, and they create a new one of these. They are not doing. Okay, so guess we'll eat it too. Hmm. Okay. So it is not calling that error thing any other place like this thing is. And that's their example. So when you set the FD, does it say what this actually does? Must already have been set and assigned to the SSL by setting an underlying VIO. Oh my god. So let's just manually do this for now, and we'll come back to this later. Um, uh, there's got to be a better way to do that. I think you just have to assume the logging happens inside these calls unless you just really want, because it seems just fucking ridiculous to have to put these lines everywhere unless it's a method like this, which I shouldn't be using anyway. I mean, you could fix that. So we're going to assume that in this, and then this would just, what if that fails? In this case, we just exit. That's so we would continue. And this timeout stuff. So we have the thing, but we have to also close this in this case. Which is kind of annoying. This should not be exiting, I don't think. Like what would be an error case for this? It's not valid. Yeah, I mean, you could get some of these errors about the file descriptor being bad, but I haven't hit this at all, so I don't think it's a problem. Stop doing that. So reset TLS. So if TLS SSL, then we're gonna forget probably. Because yeah, you just have to do that, which I think is another complaint maybe about this OpenSSL. I don't think there's any. You just have to free and set it. That's wrong. Or is it? Yeah, no, it's right. So that would, although then also, what is the point then of this? Because I would like to not do this SSL thing here. Um, so if we already have a TLS thing here, you're gonna have to have this, I think. So in this case, you're gonna do this stuff, right? And then like free TLS. Right? I don't. Hmm. Yeah, I'd prefer that not to have to happen. But then you also have to do this here. So really, really, this should not even be here. Or it can't be in this case. This is kind of shitty. I don't like And really, this has to go down here too. So, yeah, I think this whole memory thing was the complaint of openssl. So maybe something else is, or something else is probably better. So I would lean towards hopefully this as opposed to this generated code. Look at this, there's like an EVP cleanup in here. What? That's weird. Yeah, this code is suspect. But we are going to assume that, oh, I guess accept is in this thing, but I feel like this accept should have been outside of serve client call, but whatever. Star equal to 0. All right, quit fucking about and move along. So at this point, though, we reset this, which will allocate anything, do whatever is necessary to be ready to go for another client. And then we've got to have this. Do we need that? Here we're assigning these things to TLS there. So that'll kind of do something. But also, then why do I need a reset right here? So really, oh no. So, okay. Oh shit, I already put except TLS up here. Why am I resetting after then? So this would not be there, would it? And why would you need the reset there as well? Did I put this in here? No. And I already thought that you would do this. So you don't need that, and this should do this. Seems correct. And then we don't have to know about whatever. If we're doing this, which I just don't think we actually are, you're still gonna want to do this thing where it's clearing out at the end. So I feel like you should now flush it all. When it, I think we can work this out. So at this point, we should be able to read and do whatever. Which actually does just truly go into handle request. So really you want this to be, that's fine. They want to associate the client socket with the SSL thing, which is kind of reasonable. There's not much reason to read from one. Except TLS. So this then except with that and the return. So so the reason. Uh, so turn that equals one. One is success, so it's not equal to one. Or really less than one, but not equal to one. Didn't this do something like that? Where it was less than or equal to 0. Handshake was successful. Can't do it. I don't know why we would need to differentiate with that other thing about the spec. Who cares? So it worked when it's 1. So you return not equal to 1. Then it did not, it was not successful. Oh, so wait. Um, RC equals 1. It was successful. It returned 0, otherwise -1. Oh. So I don't need this. I don't know what I was doing there. So if it's 1, you get 0 -1. That's just what it is. I don't know. This was the other thing I guess they're complaining about with openssl. So we did get the accept happening. It's gonna reset whatever here. Our accept. And then we go into handle request, which does the actual stuff. Then we got read whatever. Read. Need read and write to work, which would be whatever these things are. And there's SSL send file, which we could probably use, I guess, then. Oh, right. EX has the written thing as opposed to this one. It's written into written. What? Wait, what? Hmm. Hmm. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. You should call this to be repeated because. What? What is all this? I don't know why num0 should cause an error. Uh, 0 failure, another weird thing. Oh my god. Greater than 0. Oh, right. And it's just an int. Okay, so it's the amount written. So we're just going to do the stupid way. Whoops. Um, Oh, send file function was added in 3. No, really. So, oh, oh, wait, wait. Uh, so I guess this is not quite right. And they're taking a different approach. I don't know. Well, so that'll read and write sort of correctly. And so blah 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 blah. Parse, parse, parse. Do a route. And wow. Um okay, let's focus. What's all this doing? Oh, this is just sending the response. Blah blah blah. Then we come back to this. Had a request happened. And then after you're done with this, I don't know what that's not really right. This is usually crap. So what now? SSL shut down. Read error. Oh my god, it's just all a fucking shit show. Um, that's what it does. It does something. There's some sort of error. We don't care. Arguably, that could do that. I don't know. I don't even care. Actually, this free, I don't think. So I think that would work if we could actually compile it. And a lot of that is because that's already like that. That that should help a lot. Yeah, that shouldn't be that way. It's fine if this, because that other thing has the underscore. Oh, wait. No, that one should be. I don't even know if you actually need that. Whoops. Oh. And then this might do some stuff, and then reset. What? Why is that up here? This does not seem right. Reuse request. Yeah, we got a whole reuse request issue. Uh, revisit quest reuse post keep alive or persistent connections, whatever. Um, oh yeah, it's because I changed the thing. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that definitely wouldn't be there. But you would potentially. I don't think I should be clearing this FD right here. But and you would be doing this, which I don't think you would want to do. I don't know. That needs some, this all needs some general stuff. And you can't really do the reset with the client FD if you're calling it at the end. So it would be part of accept directly. This would not really call reset, but just set the but it'll work for now. So this stuff that's being done in here shouldn't really be happening. I gotta get a new TLS library now. Will this work now? Shit. So this should fail. Oh, look at that. Yeah, because it's self-signed. PIM encoded. Got our self-signed cert. It's got the right stuff in it. And now, yeah, just keep going. Fuck. SSL protocol error. HTTP method not implemented. Clearly that didn't work right. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, I know why. It's because read net, this needs to do this now. And this needs to do this now. That'll probably have a huge impact. Why is this all of a sudden ridiculous? Oh. Uh. Uh. What? Oh. That happens, but um, so then we'll actually read things, but I'm missing something here. And that is that I also didn't free that thing, which is annoying. Oh, but I'm not actually creating a new one every time either, I guess. But but then this exits, everything is exits, so who the fuck cares? Um, so we are setting request TLS right here. Oh, wait, that's just created right there. When you create a new request. So why am I calling it again then? My impression is they don't actually need that accept call. create the new request there. Set. This shouldn't have to happen. Wait, why did I think that exists even? Oh, because it's right here. But it's just part of the request that's already happened, so you don't have to do that. And this is no longer going to work. Rect TLS is never cleared. So this shouldn't be happening. Um, we're close. I think this actually will work, and then I can get some fuck. Um, where did that go? Yeah, this shut. All this cleanup needs to be somewhere in the request, I guess. Mm, yeah, there should be some sort of end request thing. Let's see if this works. It did not work. Oh, we got a bunch of shit happening here. Seg fault somewhere. Reset TLS. Reset TLS. Calling into SSL crypto for expo. Something's null. Yeah, it's probably here. Oh my, wait. No, right. This just happens a lot. Um, oh. So in accept TLS is doing this reset thing. And if this has a thing in it, it's going to there. Oh. I don't think this actually matters. So you're just gonna create, unless this failed, I guess, or something, but accept, reset. We're getting there. Oh, it's SSL free. Oh, you know what? It's because this is uninitialized. Yeah, that seems more. Oh, wait. Is this even a thing? Why the hell? I don't think. Whatever. That's a side project. Um. Ooh, that's better. Okay, that didn't work. What do you think happened? Empty response. Well, why can't I actually get a request going here? So, shit. I don't even know what this crap is. It's not working right, that's for sure. So, something's wonky. Yeah, we were attempting to do that. Well, that. Yeah, I don't think you need that context on there. This should just be this. Wait, how would that have even worked? Oh, because I did this. I don't need this. Something is, in fact, missing. No. Now, so clearly there's a right problem. Okay, I can't debug this now.